Hello everyone, welcome back to the Union Pacific Railroad Evanston Subdivision, an N-scale inspired HO layout. My name is Daryl Kruse, owner and operator of the layout and builder of the layout, with a special edition product review of the new Athearn Genesis 3-bay covered hoppers. These are 5161 cubic feet, 5,161 cubic feet hoppers, Athearn Genesis. And I purchased these, of course, from Lombard Hobbies, and they were $124 for a set of 3, so just over $40 a piece. So we're going to do an unboxing and just a short review of these, and especially in comparison to the Walther's mainline cement hoppers, which you also see, and which are about half the price of the Athearn Genesis. Take a look at them and see if they compare and which is the better deal. Alright, so here's the box I received from Lombard Hobbies. It's pretty nice. If I order something, I get it the next day, since they're only about 30 miles away from me. So these are all nicely packed. I got all 3 packs. These are Athearn Genesis. I got a couple packs of the ADM, and then also some other packs of GACX, and then a DJ something X also. Alright, so here are the 2 packs of the ADM Archer Daniels Midland hoppers. And then here are the GATX. I think I said CX. GATX. I really like these. Of all the ones that I got, I like those the best. I wish I would have got 2 packs of those instead of the Archer Daniels Midland. But what's done is done. And then this is the DJTX. Now let's take them out of the pack and see how they look. They are sealed on both ends, so I had to use a knife to cut them open. Try and take them out as gently as possible. It's always a good idea to take care of the boxes. That definitely makes a difference on the resale value. And Athearn has this habit of always taping these closed, which I guess is good for the security of the items. Make sure they don't come apart and break, but it's kind of a hassle. Alright, so here's what they look like. This is the DJTX ones. Remove the little plastic covering, and you can see that they are extremely well detailed. Have the etched metal walkways, some very fine printing and lettering, and it looks like a crooked stirrup there, and I was trying to fix it and it just came right off. I was trying to straighten it out. It went straight to the floor. Not a good start. So like I said, these are 124 for 3, so that's like 41 and change. I did find it on the floor, thank goodness. Have to just carefully glue that back on. But anyway, spend 41 bucks on a car, you don't expect anything to be on there crooked. But that one was, so not a good start. But other than that, good detail. Has some extra roller bearings. So one of the features, alright, 65 years old, short-term memory is not that great. I have to remember I have to cut it open here. So these do have the roller bearings that turn. That's always a nice feature. There is a trade-off though. When you have the ones that have the roller bearings, they don't roll as well as if they do not have that. So here you can see when it turns, that one needs a little nub cut off of it. That's not good either. These are not too bad. And another crooked, not as crooked as the first one, but it's another crooked one. So 2 out of 2 have crooked stirrups there. But they do have a lot of great detail. Printing is outstanding. The ladders and everything are very fine to scale. Look very good. Etched metal walkways on top, and then also above the couplers, I noticed. Good coupler rigging detail. Air hoses detail. So definitely a lot of detail. So far, though, on 2 cars, there were 2 crooked stirrup steps. I did remember on the 3rd one. I'm still hanging in there memory-wise. These are the Archer Daniels Midland. See if these are straight. I'll look. Yep, definitely straight on this one. Really like the detail there on the ends. That looks pretty cool. You can see the coupler detail, the brake hose detail. These also turn, but they're black, so those are really kind of hard to see. My favorite roller bearings that turn are on the scale trains tank cars, because they're all the blue and you can definitely see it. Can't really see it too well when it's black. Can't really see it all that well on the locomotives unless you're looking for it. But look at this, it's great detail. Get some focus here. You can see the chain on the handbrake it's molded. It's not actual chain, but it definitely looks good. The brake reservoirs and everything are very finely done. And then the ladders and handrails and everything are to scale. The top here, gonna focus. Again, the etched metal walkways are very nice, especially the ends there with a little supports for it. That looks pretty good. All right, so I did eventually take them all out and put them on the rails. Here I have 3 of them on to begin with. Let's see how they roll. Okay, but not great. I'm still adjusting to HO scale, not rolling as easily as N scale. So I guess you would call them semi-free rolling. That is one trade-off with the turning roller bearings. It's cool to watch, but it does make a difference. Here, that one rolls a little bit better. All right, so here we have all 12 of them together in a train. Definitely very nice looking. I did put the missing part back on, or the part that broke off. Put that back on. Definitely look like the prototype. Everything is very much to scale. Printing is outstanding. I like the safety stripes, of course. All right, here's a good comparison. On the right, you have the Walther's mainline for about $22, I think it was, and the Athearn Genesis for $41 and change. And you can see right away the handrails and the ladders and the stirrups and the walkways. You know, definitely a big difference. The Athearn Genesis just kind of blows it away. I like the Walther's mainline, though. I do not regret getting those at all. But when you have them right next to each other and you're looking this close, now we're about 4 inches away. So to be honest with you, we don't usually get that close to it. If I get my eyeballs that close, I won't be able to focus on it anyway. But you can definitely see a difference between the two. The printing is pretty equal on both. Athearn Genesis may have a little bit more printing. And notice they have their printing on the trucks, which the Walther's mainline I don't think has. So, I don't know. You have to be the judge whether it's worth it to pay an extra $20 to get the Athearn Genesis. One way to look at it is that is resale value. I sold all my N-scale stuff, and it generally turned out, here you can see them going by, it generally turned out that the more expensive models, more detailed models, I could usually get 80% to over 100% return when I sold them. Whereas the cheaper ones, I got like 50%, 50 cents on the dollar. So if you think about that, if I sell these at some point in time, I'll probably get, $33 back on them. So it basically, actually probably more than that, maybe $34. So they basically only cost me $8 or $9, whereas the Walther's mainline, I might get, $11 back on them when I sold them. And so they actually only cost me a little bit more, actually. If you look at resale, the Walther's mainlines there's just so many more out there, and there's, for the resale market, not that much of a demand. So in that sense, it's a little bit cheaper to actually get the more expensive ones. But I like both models, and here you see the end of the train. Thanks so much for watching. This is the end. Another update this weekend, hopefully. Take care, everybody.